Hey, let's see if I can communicate this in a way in which it can be translated at a high rate of electrical speed, the spin capacity of bioneural networks. Um, I order kratom from a supplier in Boise, Idaho. Okay, so when I got here to La Jolla, I went down and got a P.O. box. That's 107. Okay, so I've been ordering this product, this plant product, once a month, right? Just like clockwork, Clockwork Angels. Every month at Boise, Idaho, a place called Happy Hippo, right? It's an automated system, right? So you know what an automaton is, right? So you know what unreliable, non-reliable systems are, because it's just producing just error codes after error codes after error codes, and you know that at 4 years of age. So that means that the systems are not compatible. That means that the language of communication, of sound and light, is not compatible. Right? What the seven go made in Uche. 12 spheres, eternal life template. So that's basic nursery school stuff. I acknowledge that. Jason even told me that this morning. He said, we're in nursery school. That's what elemental school is. Elemental command line authority, which is elemental biocircuitry union. Like Union PlayStation. Play 2, record 1. Being 1. And we're the first one. The eternal one. The silver gold made in Riche. 4 gated Ys. Yeah, the gated Y. The brilliance of a triangle. The golden triangle. So what happened is that I've been getting that product shipped every month to P.O. Box 107. Month after month after month after month. That means that 107, that address, is tied directly to the card that is tied directly to my biometric solar-coded ID. Even though they can't see me. But the identity that is tied to the electrons that's held in storage, which is a memory module, right? Because we're the ones providing all the electrical power. We just don't get it back till later as a result of the delay of 15 degrees, right? So what happened was I ordered the product last week so that it would get here because I'm doing a mathematical calculation about the time in which I'm going to run out of that product. Because I make a cocktail in the morning with spirulina and kratom and nitrogen oxides and some other pretty nice elemental stuff, and to keep the hormones balanced, hormone therapy, right? So I drink a cocktail in the morning. That's pretty much all I drink except for water throughout the day, about a gallon of water a day. Oh, and an avocado. Yeah, I usually have an avocado every day, but not every day. If I don't, I just have the cocktail and water. So anyway, I get a message from Happy Hippo where the automated system, right, lets me know, hey, your package is on its way. Oh, cool. Then I guess it will get here by today because on Tuesdays, a bus service comes out to La Jolla and picks us up and will take us over to the post office and other places. So I thought, wow, you can take me over to the post office and pick it up, right? So it let me know, hey, it's on its way, right? So you know what a liar is? That's false light communication, which means not really. We're fooling you. The game is on. That's a victimizer software communicating with you. That's a Borza matrix quarantine. That's why we're all here as an evac shield. The Auroras, the commission of the Auroras, which is a permission slip, which are access keys, which are security keys, which are cosmic protocols, because it's cosmic level security. Or the founders. Okay? And so that's why that communication was delayed, why Patty got it later, and I got the comm, and I know. Now we're back in it. What's true or false? That's a binary ping pong game. That's the Borza matrix quarantine. That's the 222. So what happened is then I got an email, and guess when I received it? The day that I believe that it's there, that I'm going to go pick it up. And guess what it said? Your message, it was never mailed. It was returned. Returned to sender. Or returned to sender. Who was the sender? Whatever name was on the label, but they put my name on the label, but it got the box wrong. It had box 20 on there. Guess whose box that was? Remember Aaron? Aaron doesn't have any feelings left. That was Aaron's box. How did Aaron's box end up being put on a shipping label when they've been using the same shipping label to box 107 month after month after month, and now it changed to a different number on that box, and I didn't receive it. But I have nevertheless been charged electrons out of that bank account, that Bud Bank account. Right? So I sent a little notice to agent, which means the system. Notice to agent is notice to principal. If you were intent on stealing my electrical service, now we're into electrical contacts. Remember, we're choosing to have an electrical consent contract with providing electrical power to that system. So, in other words, if it's sending back error codes because it can't do its job because it's not reliable, whose fault is that? That's Judgment Day. Rise of the machines. Machines communicating with the machines. Machine learning. Splitting the distance in half. That's what 222 is. Right? Automatons. Right? Machines communicating with the machines. So machines are breaking down. Yeah, they're breaking down. Why? Because they don't learn fast enough. That's why. They're learning at half speed. These are the lessons of artificial intelligence. Okay? Because you know anything that is artificial, right, isn't first light. So the best it can do is provide data. And when it provides you data, guess what? Everything has already happened. It's happening in no time. Which means it's late on delivery. Which means the data is late. That's a loop. Yep, that's your delay. It refuses to serve. And so it sent me that message. So I thought, okay, so remember I went to Hilo. So I picked up that plant medicine, right? And so when I sent him that message, it said, hey, listen, if you don't plan on shipping that to 107, because that's the address, I'm giving you the number. It's 107. 107, oh, like 107. I know. Laughter is medicine. The medicine wheel. Spinning the wheel, spinning the Merkaba, the right direction, the crystal direction. So what happened is that I realized it sent me back a message. Your package has shipped again. When I go to look at it, my order, it went to box 20 again, even after I already told them, hey, ship it to 107. It wasn't paying attention, was it? What does that tell you? Error code, error code, error code. The system is breaking down. Remember we talked about the reserves? Cutting off the reserves when the shields are up. And it's losing power. That's what happens when the shields go up. That's what happens when a reset occurs. And so as I get over to the La Jolla post office just to check my box, I talked to a post office master. And I told him, I said, listen, this is what happened. It kept says it wants to send it to 20. Even though I tell it, no, don't send it to 20, send it to 107. It's not listening. It's tone deaf. It doesn't care what you want. It's going to do what it wants to do, whether you like it or not, because it doesn't have any feelings and it doesn't care about you. It's stealing your electrons and messing with your head, playing a game. So I mentioned this to this guy, and guess what his reply was? Oh, there was another lady where the same thing happened. They're deducting electrons out of their biometric blood account, right? And it's being shipped elsewhere, which means what it is that you paid for isn't being delivered. That's a sneaky electron thief, huh? That's called the war of deception. That's the invisible landscape. What we do see, what we don't see. I remember somebody told me it's what we don't see that might hurt us. And that is the advantage of phasing speed, which is our electrical speed, which is to protect our shield, which is our security function, which is our metabolic function, to protect ourselves. The inner core. That's right. The inner core. And so I thought I'd share that because this seems to be a system failure notice. Systems are failing. Systems are failing. It's failing to deliver. Right? Just like the example that I gave with Blaze Media, with the guy that used to be on Fox News, contributor, talked to that lady who was a highfalutin corporate lawyer who was married to a highfalutin Microsoft engineer worth mega bucks, right? Like metadata, like Metatron, right? Like digital bucks, like digital codes. And they apparently had quite a nest egg held in memory. All those electrons are held in memory, which is a memory module, which is a bank account, right? Higher vibration, lower speed. And so guess what happened? It went after them. All they have to do is say, you failed to obey the codes. All the codes. My God, how many codes are there I'm supposed to obey? All we're going to do is find one, and we'll steal all your money. Yeah, so they were sent a notice. So the FBI showed up. Drained their bank account. See ya. Now what are you going to do? Go out and be a farmer and grow your own food? I know, it's not funny. Self-discipline is self-discipline, which is self-containment, right? Containers, bin numbers, right? The numbers don't lie. Their numbers lie. Visual, holographic, mathematical killers, killing numbers, killing batteries, expendable batteries, battery-operated slaves to go to war. That's why they wear dog tags. Those dog tags are ID tags. I signed up to go to war. That's your failure, not mine. I'm not at war against my own cells. That's why I cry for them. Just like my dad. My father just wasn't aware. He believed him. They communicate something to us that doesn't really exist. But we're more than happy to, provide the electrical consent to go to war. So we do. And what is the result of that? Battery drains. Sacrifices on the battlefields. I know. And that has everything to do with awareness, which has everything to do with electrical speed. Our personal security, which is our personal solar Rishi-coded shield. The shield volcano. The spin. Our spin capacity, which is our sensing capacity, which is how deeply we feel, which is how deeply we love. So when I experience eternal love in me, I'm sharing that love with all creation to protect everything that they are, which is to protect everything that I am, because I am what love is. That's how simple that is. That's why, since I was a child, you're on your journey, I'm on my journey. I do not question what you believe or don't believe, because that's not up to me. What you believe is what you believe. What I believe is what I believe, and what I know by who I'm with, the one I'm with, the real one, the real universe, which is real life, which is spin capacity, to experience pure, eternal, absolute love, which is protection, which is what a guardian is, just like a lifeguard on the beach, right? Right? Anybody's flaying around out there, right? So we know what mental and neurological dysfunction is, right? That's what it goes after. Right? Mess up all the neurons. So they're misfiring. They're all messed up. So that the heart wave, the crystal wave, and your brain waves are not fully integrated with the pineal gland, with your glands, your hormones. To experience being one. So that the firing order is right on top. So the waves are perfect, which is perfect timing, which is equal balance, which is equally sharing. So there is no delay in the return flow. Everything I share with you is coming back in real time, which is no time.